Hello and welcome back to Tech Tuesday. We've spent this month talking about some of the magic, aka AI features that Canva has. We've talked about magic design to create a presentation instantly, how to use magic image to remove a background. Last week, we talked about AI image generation. Canva actually just released this feature, Magic Write, within the past week. And so I sort of played around with it with my journalism class. My journalism class is creating a 100-word narrative right now. I wanted to see if they could take some of the passages that are in that narrative and add some sensory language, sense of sight, smell, taste, touch, sound, and revise using those sensory details. I wanted to create a table that would give them some examples of that sensory imagery so they would know what to look for as part of their narrative. Now, I could just go into a Google Doc and create a table from scratch, but using this Magic Write AI design, I can create a table within about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's take a look at how to do that. At the top, I'll see a Magic Write prompt. I'm going to go ahead. The more detail I put down into my Magic Write prompt, the better. So I've got two sets of tables. The first is going to be sentences that are revised using sensory details. And then the second, I'm going to have students write their own original text and revise. I'll generate this. It'll give me some ideas of what I could use. And if I want to modify that, I put this but, and then it'll add a couple of things. I'll just keep on revising until I get something a little bit closer as to what I want. I'll say add another answer to the column. And I can go through and actually check the previous versions. So when I have something that I feel like I can work with, I'll go ahead, edit this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and erase these sections. Now I've got my table. I can keep this in Canva, but let's say that I've got some sort of writing prompt that I want students to use in Google Docs. I can actually go share, download. So I'm going to download this as a Word document. It'll download here. I can save this to a particular place on my computer. I'll just go ahead and put it in my downloads file for right now. All right, awesome. I have that saved. I'm going to go ahead, open up Docs, do a new document. Go File, Import. I'll upload, browse. I'll take a look at that file that I just saved in my downloads folder. There it is. Double click. Opens this up. Now I have my table that I can actually use. I can assign this as a Google Doc on Google Classroom. I've basically just created this in a couple of minutes. I sped up the time a little bit just for the sake of the video, but really I've put together an entire table where I'm going to have my students revise their narratives with more sensory details and provided a bunch of examples in a fraction of the time that it would take me if I was to create this from scratch. Thank you for watching this edition of Tech Tuesday. If you have any ideas of something to be covered in a future edition, let me know.